Hey, what's up, guys? Gold Dizzy here. Think, if you will, real quick, how awesome this would be. How awesome do you think it would be to have the Hart Dynasty feud with DX? I personally think it would be fantastic to see those two teams go at it. Just because of the history they had, well, not necessarily they had, but let me build a story real quick. You have the Hart Dynasty, who is David Hart Smith and Tyson Kidd. Of course, David Hart Smith is the son of the British Bulldog, and Tyson Kidd is the last graduate of the Hart Dungeon, and supposedly Bret Hart trained him. So with the connection of Bret Hart and Tyson Kidd there, I think it would be really awesome to have them feud with Shawn Michaels and Triple H, because we all remember the Montreal Screwjob. If you guys don't, I'll give you the real quick version of it. 1996. I believe it was Survivor Series, if I'm right. Survivor Series '96, I think. Yeah. Championship match, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. Vince screws Bret. Shawn Michaels puts him in the sharpshooter, his own finisher, tap. Or he didn't even tap, they just rang the bell, match is over. If you really want to know really what happened, you need to watch Beyond the Mat. That really details it. Or actually, not that, Bret Hart's Wrestling with Shadows. That's a documentary on Bret Hart. It tells you all about it. Now, of course, Triple H and Shawn Michaels back in those days, that's back when DX first started, so of course they were in cahoots with one another. Of course, Shawn Michaels claims he had no idea that it was going to happen, blah, 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 but, believe what you want, it's old history. But just think about how cool it would be to have, the history they have, back then with Bret Hart. How cool it would be to have them feud with a team, that was trained pretty much by Bret Hart. You have the history of the British Bulldog's son. The British Bulldog and Bret Hart were part of the Hart Foundation back in the day. I just think it would be really awesome. It's kind of like second generation feud, if you want to put it that way. That's just something I was thinking about. It would be really awesome, just not because of the whole history with them and their family, but also it would be nice to actually see a tag team feud with one another. We kind of got to see that a little bit with Legacy and DX, but that kind of went nowhere fast. It would be really nice for them to do exactly what they're doing with the Kofi Kingston-Randy Orton feud. I mean, they're really doing well with this. They're taking their time with it, and it's been very enjoyable. Why can't they do that with the tag team division? It doesn't have to be a whole bunch of different tag teams feuding. Just take two well-established tag teams, which is DX and the Hart Dynasty, and put them together and let them go at it. It would be really awesome. We did get to see him wrestle already once this past week on Raw. They had a pretty decent match. Due to time limits, you really couldn't see him go at it. But if they were able to start a feud and then get a match at a pay-per-view where they could have a good, 20 to 30 minutes, I think they could really put on a nice match. You've got a lot of talent, especially in Triple H and Shawn Michaels. They are, veterans in the ring. They can pretty much wrestle with anybody. And then you've got Tyson Kidd and David Hart Smith. And sure, those two guys are new, but if you watch them wrestle, they're pretty good. I love how they bring the elements of the old Hart Foundation in there. They even use the same moves, the same tag team moves like the old Hart Foundation did back in the day. I believe it's called the Heart Attack, that move. But it'd just be nice to see life brought back to the tag team division. And I think if the WWE, were to do something like that, I just think it would do wonders for the company. Do wonders for the fans as well. I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only one who would love to see a feud like that. But that's what I was thinking about, and I thought I would try to spit that out real quick on a video. Uh, don't forget to rate, sub, and comment. Do whatever you want, guys. I'm not going to harass you guys about it no more. But I do want to mention one channel. It's 1YDAL5. Actually, let me double check that. Yeah, 1YDAL5. Please subscribe to these guys. It's a brother duo. You've got the 18-year-old brother and his little brother. He's like maybe 12, 13 years old. And they get on YouTube and they make videos. They mainly do SmackDown versus Raw 2010 videos where they fight each other. They've got a lot of those videos on there. They're pretty entertaining. Guys, check them out. If you want to sub to them, they would love to have more subscribers. So yeah, 1YDAL5. I'll leave a link, or I'll leave their name in the description box so that way you guys can check it out if you want to. But that's it for now. Rate, sub, comment, subscribe, whatever. Peace out, guys.